Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dorothea and I am crocheter behind Croby Patterns. In today's video I'm going to show you how to crochet this lovely baby moss stitch blanket. It is very easy to make and beginner friendly. Even though I'm going to show you all the techniques on a little sample, the stitch count provided in the tutorial is still going to be for a full-size baby blanket. The pattern is easy to adjust to a desired size. All you have to do is to add stitches in pair of 2 to get the width you want and add as many rows as you need to get the desired length of the blanket. The written instructions, the measurements, and the photo tutorial for this blanket will be available on my blog, Croby Patterns. Now let's see what you will need for this tutorial. We're going to start with the yarn. I will be using 100% cotton yarn as always, this time in 2 shades of blue. This is worsted weight yarn from Yarn and Colors called Epic, and you're going to need 6 skeins of this yarn, 2 skeins of light blue and 4 skeins of dark blue. The next thing is a crochet hook. You're going to need just one size of the hook for the entire blanket, and that is 6mm crochet hook. You're also going to need scissors, a tapestry needle, and a measuring tape. In addition to that, I recommend using stitch markers, especially if you're a beginner. But before we start with the tutorial, let's talk about today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives like you and me. Skillshare offers thousands of inspiring classes on a range of topics, including graphic design, video, photography, fine art, music, and a lot more. I have been a member of Skillshare for a while now and love learning new skills. I recently started a class called Video for Instagram. Tell an engaging story in less than a minute from Helise. She's a digital storyteller and YouTuber, and her class is just amazing. It taught me how to make my content more engaging throughout the storytelling, but also how to edit and incorporate a little bit of fun and humor. This class and thousands of inspiring classes more are available on Skillshare. Most classes are under 60 minutes with short lessons to fit any schedule. The first 1000 people to click the link in the description box will get 1 month free trial of Skillshare so you can explore your creativity. Thank you Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Back to the tutorial, we are going to start with the main part, and that is blanket. Take the yarn in your main color. In my case, this is going to be dark blue, but you can use any colors you like. Create a slip knot, insert the hook into the loop and pull the yarn tail to make the loop smaller, but not too tight. The yarn should always travel up and down the hook pretty easily, if not, your stitches are too tight. Create a foundation chain made of 80 chains. Add 1 additional chain to lift the row, turn your work and start in the second chain from the hook. This first row is going to be made of single crochet stitches. Let's make the first single crochet stitch together. You can work your first row of stitches into any loop you want. It can be your back bump on your chain or one of the front loops, as you can see here. Insert the hook into the loop, catch the yarn on the other side and pull the loop through. Now you have 2 loops on your crochet hook. Yarn over one more time and pull the loop through the loops on your crochet hook, and that is your first single crochet stitch. Continue working single crochet stitches all the way across the row, 80 stitches in total. Single crochet is going to be our main and only stitch next to the chain we are going to use in this tutorial. Once you finished your first row, chain 1 and turn your work. Work 1 single crochet into the first one. skip the next stitch and chain 1. Continue repeating single crochet 1, skip 1, chain 1 all the way to the end of the row. Stop 2 stitches before the end of the row and work 1 single crochet into each of the last 2 stitches. Here we are, 2 stitches left, work 1 single crochet into each of the last 2 stitches, and just before you finish your last stitch of the row, change the color. There are many techniques how to do that, but this one is my favorite. All you need to do is to stop right before your last yarn over pull through step when there are still 2 loops on your hook and create a loop with your new yarn. Now, you can create a slip knot and use that, but I usually just fold the yarn in half and pull the loop through both loops on my crochet hook. Continue as normal, start with the chain 1 and turn your work. Once you have that, go ahead and create a single crochet into the first stitch of the row. From here on is very simple and straightforward. We're going to work 1 single crochet into every chain from the row below and skip every single crochet from the row below and create 1 chain instead. We are going to stop 2 stitches before the end of the row and work 1 single crochet stitch into each of those 2 stitches. At the end of the row, change the color, then repeat the row. Continue repeating rows until you reach row 19. At that point, you should have 1 row of single crochet stitches made with dark blue color, 9 rows of moss stitches made with dark blue color, and 9 rows of moss stitches made with light blue color. After that is pretty easy and straightforward. All you need to do is to repeat that same row of 1 single crochet stitch, 1 chain, so moss stitch, with the main color yarn, in my case that is dark blue, 71 more times. And that will give you 80 rows in total, 19 rows made with 2 different colors and 71 rows made with main color, so dark blue in my case. You can pause the video here and come back once you finish all the rows, then I will show you how to create the edging. Once you've completed all 80 rows, continue with the edging. If you feel your blanket is not big enough, continue adding rows until you reach the desired length. We are going to start with the chain 1. And then we are going to turn the row. Now work 1 single crochet into every single crochet and chain from the row below. If you think that it is way too many stitches and your edges are not straight anymore, skip a couple of stitches along the way. Just make sure you don't skip all of them at once. That might leave you with a big hole in the edging. Work 1 single crochet, 2 chains and 1 single crochet again into the last stitch of the row. That will give you a nice and pointy corner. I usually crochet 1 single crochet into every row, but you can make as many stitches you like. What looks the best to you, just make sure the edges are nice and even. Repeat that for every edge and corner. The last corner is a little bit different because we've already finished one of our 2 single crochet stitches when we started working on the edging. That is why we are going to work just 1 single crochet and 2 chains into the last stitch of the edging, and after that join the round with a slip stitch made into the very first stitch of the round. And here you have it, your crochet baby blanket. Okay, my loves, that would be all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I post everything yarn and fiber craft related, tutorials and behind the scenes vlogs, and I would love to have you around. A big thank you to our today's sponsor, Skillshare. Don't forget to click on the link below for a free trial. Have a lovely day, stay safe and well, and happy crocheting. I will see you probably next week. Bye!